Hey guys, what's up? I hope my neighbors don't think I'm retarded because they're like fixing something. I'm talking to a camera, so that's kind of messed up. Anyways, I haven't made a video in a month, maybe 2 months. I don't even remember. So I have about 3 videos that I have yet to edit. I can't guarantee that I'll edit them. I can't guarantee anything actually. I'll try and get those done for you. But as for now, I just want to let you know that I hate school. Yes, probably something that you've heard from a million students, but as of recently, I've hated it even more. When you go to school, when you first get into elementary school or preschool, you know, it's pretty fun. You don't do a lot of work, take naps. That's the life I want to live. But as you move on, you get into elementary school, you eventually start getting homework. Pretty easy stuff. Now, I moved schools and I went to this kind of better school where they actually did give out homework, and I was just kind of like, whoa, what is this? Paper that I have to write on when I get home? Yeah, but regardless of all the homework you get, when you're in elementary school or in preschool or whatever, in those grades, you make some of your closest friends. Now, when you get into high school, if you go to a different school than your best friend, sometimes it's difficult to make new best friends, which is what's happening to me. That's essentially the reason why I hate school. And if you didn't catch on yet, let me give you a hint. I sit here and talk to cameras. Excuse the drilling noise. Yeah, and that's like one of the most depressing things that I'm going through right now is because I feel like I don't have anyone to talk to. Story of my life. I just feel like high school's eating away at me. You know, back in elementary, I used to be one of the most talkative people in the class, which wasn't necessarily a good thing. After I got into high school, I was just kind of like, well, I still talk, obviously. I mean, if I'm gonna talk to a camera, you could almost rest assured that I do talk to people in real life. But when it comes to talking to friends, it's just awkward because they give me these weird looks when I talk to them. Am I saying weird things? Okay, probably gonna be hard to believe after that, but I've always thought of myself as a rather social person. You know, I like talking to people. I remember when I was little, I used to take these abacus classes and these drawing classes. Now, when I first got in, I was pretty quiet. I didn't really talk to anyone because I wanted to stay focused. Progressively over time, I started talking to the other students, and then I got really talkative and I didn't do any work after that point. But my point is that I've always been someone who likes talking to other people. I like the conversing between whatever. And I just feel like it's so impossible to talk to people in high school now. It's just so aggravating that I can't talk to anyone. That's why I'm talking to you, little, best friend, yeah. And aside from my obvious lacking of friends, the other thing that's been bothering me is homework. It's not a lot of homework, to be entirely honest. I'm just really slow at doing whatever I get. But what's really pissing me off, what's super duper pissing me off is A, science, B, Mandarin. Why science? Well, I have this student teacher who has this really strong accent and I don't understand half the things she says. I just don't understand why people would risk students' grades so that they could test a student teacher. Okay, just quick question, because I'm not sure if my student teacher marked this correctly. So the endoplasmic reticulum, or the ER, does it just act as a transport system for proteins, or does it package them too? Because I said that they package them too. When the protein goes through the ER, it's supposed to come out in a vesicle, right? So technically, doesn't that mean it's packaging it? I don't know. I want to get those marks. Why is Mandarin pissing me off? The teacher, I don't know if he's marking things fairly. So I got assigned to do a family tree. Obviously, family tree, yeah. And then at the bottom, you had to bring a family photo with a little paragraph. So for this picture, what I wrote was, it's 2005 at my aunt's house. It was my cousin's birthday. There was cake and lots of delicious food. I was very happy. This is my dad, my mother, and myself. Basically, what I heard from the criteria was that you're supposed to write a paragraph describing the photo. I don't know if you meant that in a literal sense, but I just decided, why not elaborate? I mean, this photo, seriously, like all you could see is father, mother, me, window, carpet, fireplace, sofa. Like, seriously, I just think it's so stupid that he says, oh no, you didn't describe the photo, you described what was something else. I mean, I can't physically see the cake, I can't physically see the delicious food, and I can't physically see the look at this smiled. I am so happy. What's even more pissing is the fact that people who wrote in English got 5 out of 5 for the paragraph portion. I thought this was a Mandarin class. Shouldn't we get marks for at least trying to use Chinese? Something else I don't like about Mandarin. We had this one chapter test and there's this one portion that said, write stationary items that are not found in the textbook. What? You didn't tell us to study stationary items. You just expect us to have these Chinese words pop into our heads? No, never. Sorry, don't let this be an example as to how you should think about things because it's not good, obviously. If you get a bad mark, don't always blame it on your teacher. Now, if you think there's something wrong, ask questions. The darkness is consuming me. Snap your fingers. Snap your fingers. I don't remember the song. Let's sing along. Sun's slowly setting. Sun sets every time I go to school. I don't feel particularly encouraged to go to school because I asked one of my teachers, not gonna say who, but they told me that most of the things we learn in school aren't really important, which for the most part is true. Why do we go to school? We go to school to learn, how to comprehend things. Comprehend. Stove. It's so cold. I don't know what to say anymore. Okay, I essentially have nothing left to say now. I hate school. La-di-da-di-da. I just want to ask you guys, are you liking school or are you hating school? Because for me right now, it's really downhill. Motorcycling downhill. It's like rolling downhill. I don't even know what I mean by that.